Hey everyone, Jason Hill here. We were recently up at our friend's house in Portland, Oregon, and every time we go to visit them, we have to go to the Tasty restaurants. This last time we went to Tasty and Daughters, and my wife was cool enough to get me this Hello Tasty cookbook, which has several of their recipes in here. And today we're going to make what they call the whole toad, which is a knockoff of the old British recipe toad in the hole. And it's really easy. Super good. It's one of my favorite dishes to eat. It's great for breakfast, brunch. So anyway, if you're liking these videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time we make a new video. Let's get started. So the first thing we got to do is got to get yourself a nice loaf of brioche bread. And I'm using 3 slices for 1 serving. If you're going to do more than this, you want about 3 slices per serving. And then we're just going to cut them into little cubes. Doesn't have to be exact. You can save this crust for something else. There we go. Next, we just add the cubed bread to a bowl. And then we're going to pour over heavy cream. Probably going to have about a cup here. But you want to put in enough to cover the cubes. So that way it's going to soak up all that cream. Just kind of push that down. Then we just let this sit for about 15 minutes or so. All right, while your bread is soaking up that cream, let's go ahead and get our herbs together. I've got a small bunch of chives, some flat leaf parsley, and a little bunch of tarragon. The recipe calls for chervil, but I couldn't find it at my market, and tarragon is a nice little substitute. So let's get chopping. So this is not for a garnish, so you really don't need to pay attention to your cutting skills here. Just gonna whip through these real quick. A little rough chop. Throw the parsley on top, tarragon. All right, now we're going to grab a small saucepan. I'm going to heat it to medium high. We're going to add about a half a cup of heavy cream or a cup, followed by the chopped herbs. And then I've got a teaspoon each of fresh cracked pepper and kosher salt. Get everything all mixed up. All right, you can see it's coming to a boil. Let those herbs bring out the flavor, their flavor. Cut the heat. All right, ready for the next step. At this point, I'm preheating the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and now we're gonna fill the dish. All right, I got my soup crock. We're gonna drop the bread in there. Get it all in there. Even it out a little bit. And then we're going to make a couple of wells for our 2 eggs. So just maybe something like that. And I've got 1 egg here. Another one here. And then we're going to spoon over the herb cream. A generous amount in there. And then finally, Gruyere cheese, shredded about a little more than half a cup. And you want to make sure you get enough cheese in here to cover the eggs so they'll cook properly. All right, ready for the oven. All right, we're at 425. Set that in there, and I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. Check it. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Okay, since I'm using the convection oven, it actually only took about 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and pull it out. All right, look at this, people. Oh, you can see when you give it a little shake, it kind of has that jello consistency, and that's what you want. And it's gonna set up a little bit more as it cools. All right, it's been resting for about 5-10 minutes. If you have a little bit of extra herbs left, go ahead and just sprinkle some on there for a little garnish, even though I said we weren't, but we can. All right, let's see if we can cut in here and find the egg. Oh, perfect. There's the yolk. Move that cheese out of the way. That's the bite I'm looking for. Man. Get some of that cheese on there. That looks like a good bite to me. All right, the best part about making these videos is eating. Oh, wow. Just like I remember it. So good, such great comfort food. Like I said, if you're liking these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tag that bell. That way that notification bell will ring every time we make a new video. Give this recipe a try. Let us know what you think. And as always, thanks for tuning in.